business greater than I that I'm grateful for. I pray thy will be done before I leave my aptly most every time now. Fuck up your game. Yeah, for sure, right. I did not. I told him I love him. Dude, you're tripping. You can't let them fuck up your game. They were wondering, and so was. So then I started laughing. Was there more to the story though? Or was I just tripping? Sometimes you can think way too much. At home all day today. I wonder how long I can deal with hanging out. Now to find out it's over. Everything I thought would happen did. I adored him and didn't see reality again. I must have forgotten everything I learned when I was young. When I was young, it was hard to keep a relationship. I think people give up too easy. My game was all fucked up. Maybe I was always looking for the next person. Sometimes I wonder about why I wonder. The game is always changing. You just can't let it fuck with your head. You have to stop and figure this shit out. The game is always changing, but so am I. There were a million things to think about. Basically, too much to think about. That's why reality fucks with my head. I want to think about rainbows and unicorns. Instead, I'm just fucked in the head. Today was a lazy day, and lazy days are great. I even worked out today because it was an easy choice. I need to walk the most. Sometimes it's in front of your eyes. What is it though? Sometimes I have trouble understanding. Like I have to work it out in my brain. What am I supposed to think? Basically keep on track what I'm trying to do. Who am I anyway? She was always watching. I ignored her and the feelings of always being watched. Basically doesn't matter what other people think. Tell her to keep watching. Tell me, what do you see? New Year's Day. I'm not having a very good day. I was meaning to have a nice day at the pool. With all those hot guys out there. I came home not that long after having dinner. I was only there for a day or so. You never know these days. I have upset all of them. So I said sorry. My reactions ain't right. I was in a state of panic and distress. My mind was far away. Twinkly lights, Christmas trees and presents in the world of constant music and laughter. Easily eclipsed by the looming end flashes and toxic clouds in the world that we created. I can't stop this feeling like talking to people who aren't there. Sometimes I can force myself to stop talking, but I want to fucking say shit. The voices are real, damn it, but my mind carries on inside my sick brain. There's nothing I can do regardless, and that causes so much stress and anxiety. In the way of me interacting with others in the real world. I have come back home to my house. I feel upset. I always feel like I'm hanging on the edge of a cliff with angst. It always feels like my death is imminent or is coming very soon. It always feels like society itself is on the brink of collapse and that there's a darkness draped over the world like a terrible blanket. I'm not surprised, it is me after all. I use terms like mushroom clouds, like a war was happening and apocalypse for a reason. Yes, it's like something no one thinks about, but still I use them for a reason. I am getting lots of like a high-pitched sounds and hallucinations today. I'm upset, like I say. It aggravates it. It sounds like some sort of judgmental committee discussing things in the near distance, like it's some sort of loud hustle and bustle boardroom meeting. Are they talking about me? Through the walls, I can't hear most of their voices or words directly, but I can hear the noise of their chitter-chatter. The sound has a muted, distorted sort of effect to it, like it's happening underwater or something. I can't work out if it's real or if it's my brain chemistry. So yet again, clouds of not knowing descend, obscure what should be clear, and piss down question marks of uncertainty all around me. Such is life. They mock me with sarcastic sympathy. I really don't understand that as I lay here thinking and writing this. The mocking voice is female. Or it could be a feminine man. You never know about around here. The scary thing is how scary it is to be watched and judging. I have no idea if gender is somehow relevant or not, in regards to some sort of meaning. I think it all should blend together. Boys should use any bathroom and so can women. Like I'm gonna tell you what bathroom to use. Like everyone is the same. What can I feel about my future? I don't know. I'm new here and don't know shit about story writing or getting published, etc. But reading many books, I get a sense of déjà vu. For the past 8 or so friggin' years, I've been making way for some interesting things out of cigar boxes and other objects. A full custom-built box using hardwoods and real nails and shit. It can take a month to build and cost $20 to $100 just in materials. And it took me about 12 boxes just to get a solid design and a look/style that was my own. And fucking worth selling. But then that's the hard part. Selling. I've found in general the selling is way harder than the crafting and building. It fucks with your head. It's in fact pretty soul-crushing in general. Everyone wants a special deal, and I feel like that's what I'm gonna do, or is comparing your full custom box to a $50 piece of junk on the street. What I've seen over and over are people learning about making these boxes, and in their initial posts you can see them thinking, oh, this is going to be dollar easy money. That would be the exception. Just saying that you really need to be committed or driven by creativity or desire when creating something. Desire kind of changes shit, but if it sells then that's just a nice bonus. And you may have some near misses as well. I've sold boxes to a couple of professional people thinking this is my big break. Not really. And so it goes. Not trying to sound preachy here, but I don't want to baby you. Just enjoy the fucking process of creating the best thing you can in your own style. Change what you look like. Take a shower and brush your teeth. In doing that, you've already learned and done more than many people ever will. Love and holidays suck. To all of my female friends and enemies and people who don't fucking give a shit. From years and up, most of us are going through a challenging phase of our lives. Like, I wonder why and how we get through. Are we at that age where we see wrinkles, gray hair, and extra pounds? You know, like after 35 years old. We've run businesses and other people careers. I've never raised a family, paid the bills, dealt with sickness like AIDS and cancer, sadness and grief, and everything else life has thrown at us. We are survivors. We are warriors. We are men and women. Aged like a classic car or a fine wine. We carry our histories, our souls, our courage, and our strength. We should never feel bad about anything. It's a privilege that is denied to so many. Enjoy every minute. Proudly. I just want to make it clear that when I use the term, this isn't in regards to any sort of racial slur or anything similar. When I use the word, I am referring to phenomena appearing in my perception, which is either a result of my dysfunctional brain chemistry or paranormal activity associated with my flat current state of affairs. I'm not sure which it is, but I suspect there may be both going on, not just one or the other. So, I use words like spooks, specters, and ghosts interchangeably to mean the same thing, either false perceptions that come about as a result of dysfunctional brain. The picture was very shiny. And I love it when she looks at me. Chemistry or paranormal activity, like I say. And like I say, I suspect there may be both going on. For anyone that values stuff and want more stuff. I've been very tired, hurt, and trust no one. It perhaps is some complicated shit and does not excuse my angst. That is perhaps a quiet person letting it store up and causes contempt. I've felt overwhelmed by talk behind my back. It just seems like a lot and decline of values. There is no safety here, and I don't want to stay here. Safety in this dangerous area for years. California is the best place to be. I insisted. It is safe in LA area. I'm trying to offer my best of my heart and thoughtfulness. Even though I'm not good at talking. Obviously. Like, now what are we going to do? Pray to God we get our freedom back. Hopefully the world will change and we will be free from this shit. Like, there has to be more than mediocrity. More to life than this or you or anyone else. The court of opinion is all that everyone cares about. Can I afford a fancy car? I have to walk with these bitches. I'm watching the same shows that you watch. We know the same people. They all hate me, but it doesn't matter. It's always good to remember the good times. Keep it close to your heart. Know that you are loved. Even though everyone hates you. You know why though. The world takes its time as drama and noise, girls and boys. I'm not a damn poet, but sometimes stuff rhymes. That's when it's one of those times. Lost on the coast with your TV and a ghost. You were so kind and offered it toast. There's a lot less to think about now that I forget everything almost. Like I never fucking did very much in this life. That's when I told her that she wasn't missing much. There's lots of distractions and I love it. It's slightly about the hype of everything. We can't stop the agenda of crazy people. Me being one of them. Totally lost the mind that I used to have. Now I've got this one. Kinda good, I guess. I sometimes don't have the imagination to keep going, but you try hard to do your best. Then victory is yours. Do you know what I am saying? Maybe I'm not loud enough. Back again. When we can tell our children about all that shit. You have to yell in his ear. And it's kind of a one-sided conversation. Like he will get only parts of the conversation. That's fine though, cause at least I'm talking to someone. It's fucking crazy how long we've been friends for. What can I say? Maybe it's time we all get along. Like find common ground on a lot of issues. Like we don't have to love each other, but can have compassion for people. What the fuck is so hard? Put yourself in another person's shoes. Today, I'm getting a lot of audio disturbances. It's like I'm drowning in sound. Inside my field of hearing there is a significant amount of noise which shouldn't be present. It's running at about the volume of, say, a petrol lawnmower running outside a window. Imagine the window is single glazed and the window itself is shut, so there is a muted noise to what is really quite a tremendous sound. I'm getting all sorts of weird noises and distortions. Amongst all the din, I can hear voices chitter-chatter about stuff unknown to me. I can still feel the general vibe of their narratives, very unpleasant. It's very persecutory, it can be difficult to carry on, that's why I need lots of distractions, or to use better terminology, absorption opportunities, my arts. Suddenly I felt like a wave of sadness when I think about my life with you. Like I've learned so much from you. People don't live forever, but I hope you do. The most special thing about it all is how I care for you so much. I want it to last forever. Maybe in my memory of all the time together. We'll never forget you, and how could I? Basically, the world needs to sit back and chill. We all should pray for more. What the hell are you thinking? All the world can see what you are doing. The end.